Welcome to Techin5, where you can get your tech news in 5 minutes. I'm Madeline.
And I'm Christina. This is your weekly download.
Well, Christina, today we're going to talk about the big deal coming out of Microsoft, spending a lot of money, $19.7 billion for Nuance, with a B, for Nuance Communications, which is a AI company that specialized in healthcare. And so this is a huge deal for Microsoft. The last time they made a deal this big, it was for LinkedIn, and that was $26 billion, again with a B. So this is huge for them, and especially because we've seen from Microsoft, they're kind of doubling down on this industry specific work. In 2020, they released the Microsoft Cloud for Healthcare, really focusing on trying to get, the needs of the healthcare industry into the Microsoft Azure cloud. And so now with the purchase of Nuance, we're seeing that again. The interesting thing about Nuance is it already has solutions in AI and in healthcare that's currently used by more than 55% of physicians, 75% of radiologists, and is used in 77% of hospitals in the United States. So it was a big jump for Microsoft to do this and to really say, hey, we're not messing around. We're going down on healthcare, and we're going to go real hard. Satya Nadella, who was the CEO of Microsoft, who was talking about the case and what was going on, was saying, hey, this is a fast-growing industry, and we need to be there to support it. So this is big. Christina, what do you think of this 19.7 billion with a B buy?
Well, first of all, that is a massive amount of money to acquire another business, and so certainly worthy of the headlines that it has received. Let's remember that Microsoft was one of the first 5 companies to pass the $1 trillion valuation mark, and that happened in 2020. And so this is a big deal, a very big deal, which really, besides the financial aspect of it and what it might do to valuation and/or stockholders, it's really what it should be doing is raising eyebrows and getting people to focus on the impact and the expected growth and impact of the healthcare industry. This really means that Microsoft believes that it's worth investing this amount of money. By the way, that was an all cash deal into a provider that's going to work with just one of the industries that they already work with is healthcare. They also work with educational facilities. They also work with law enforcement. This is Nuance I'm referring to. So Microsoft wanting to spend on an all-cash deal in 19 point something billion dollars into just a small component of what it means to provide services in the healthcare industry means that if we explode out and we look at the ramifications of this means that what we're looking at is an industry that is growing, that is very strong. It is ripe for innovation and technology. In fact, Withum has a lot of healthcare industry clients, and everybody is feeling the pain of having to meet the demands of growth in healthcare and providing services while maintaining profitability and efficiency, which is what this one really solves for, is the efficiency of recording conversations and interactions in a healthcare setting without having to have somebody actually physically go down and transcribe it by hand or type it into a computer after the fact. So this is really going to accelerate the speed of care and the accuracy of recording conversations and medical record keeping. So very, very interesting to see where it will go next.
It is. And to your point about the global healthcare industry, I mean, Microsoft and Satya Nadella even made the comment that they're going to be able to tap into a industry that is 500 billion, again, billion with a B, that's per year, that is growing. And so they need to be able to really focus on that, especially coming out of what we're coming out of. I mean, if healthcare was big before 2020, it's going to be bigger even more as we do more research and do more treatment and help as we see the effects of something like a big global pandemic. So it is really, I mean, I love seeing it. I love seeing Microsoft double down on this. We're seeing technology really say, hey, this is what we care about, and this is what we need to make our strides in. And so whether it is Microsoft or we're talking about Google or Amazon or any of the big tech, that's a good thing to see, that innovation and that focus on growth to make consumers' life better and business life better is coming by industry now, not just kind of just one solution out there.
Yeah, absolutely. These highly specialized solutions are really important to help us drive the growth of any particular industry, but it's to find those pain points and solve for them. One of the biggest pain points in education and some of these professional service environments is how do you document the interactions that you're having with your clients or on a day-to-day basis in the business scenario accurately so that you can have that as a historical reference. Well, this is just one way that it's being addressed through technology, and there are many more areas that can be addressed through technology to enhance the speed of efficiency as well as the highlight the accuracy. These are things that we can really touch on many more times in conversations, but we are out of time for today. Thanks so much for sharing this great news with us, Madeline. Really exciting. And gosh, Microsoft, always a behemoth to keep your eyes on.
Always. That's why I spend my whole life doing it. But yeah, it's really great to see. And I think we're, AI is going to be big. We've said this multiple times. So like and subscribe to our channel because there's going to be lots of new news coming out. I mean, this is one piece of that puzzle when it comes to AI, but it keeps growing every year. So
absolutely.
It's always great to talk about it with you, Christina, and what's coming up next.
Yes. Love to hear from you. If you have any comments on our episodes, please feel free to share those as well.
Yep.
See you
Thanks
next time.
so much. See ya.
Okay. Bye.